about to meet the suspects, weapons, and rooms of the VCR mystery game Clue. Watch carefully, and I'll be back in a few minutes to tell you about the game.
If you grew up in the 80s or 90s, you will definitely remember the VCR board game gimmick. I say gimmick because honestly, after playing my share of VCR games as a kid, that was exactly what they were. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let's quickly go back in time, back when VCRs ruled the world. Almost every home had a VCR, and every home had a stack of board games in their closet. So eventually, someone got the bright idea to combine the two. You put the tape in, make some popcorn, and set up around the table and get ready for hours of exciting entertainment with the whole family. Most VCR board games were centered around a timer and a game master.
You must answer, yes, my gatekeeper!
The game master ran the game by handing out tasks or telling you when to start and pause the tape, all while insulting you or yelling at you while time slowly ticks away.
Answer me, you maggot!
I personally was excited about this fancy new idea when it came out. Our family immediately went out and got the Clue VCR game. We read all the directions and played by candlelight, and it was pretty terrible actually. Because the truth is, you didn't actually need a tape to play any of these games. Sure, it added some fun and a few laughs to the game, but ultimately, it just complicated everything. Remember, this wasn't a DVD, this was a tape. So the whole process of pausing and playing was a real hassle. And someone playing the game had to be in charge of the VCR. That's a lot of pressure. God forbid you see the next scene on accident and ruin the whole game.
That player is banished to the black hole, you maggot!
But that didn't stop me from wanting more, and there was never a short supply of VCR board games. And just like everything in the 80s and 90s, they went way overboard. There were some interesting ones like Clue, the VCR game.
You are about to meet the suspects, weapons, and rooms of the VCR mystery game Clue.
The classic whodunit brought to life.
I've developed an exciting new formula. It's a floor wax.
Mama.
Actually, it's a lousy floor wax, but a terrific poison.
Poison, honey?
Completely undetectable.
So the gameplay wasn't that much fun, but I've watched the video a number of times, just for the overacting and the ambiance.
Do I have to draw you a picture? Oh, she burned up the wig.
She what? I could kill her.
Me too.
Take a number.
Oh, now I have to recook breakfast.
See? But then the horror genre wanted their cut. There was Nightmare.
Fury! Never ever come closer to me again, you maggot!
Actually, it's fair to say Nightmare was probably the most successful VCR board game. Players battled against the host of the video, the Gatekeeper.
You're banished!
The players get 1 hour to win the game or everyone loses. During the course of the game, the Gatekeeper appears on the screen, causing all play on the board to stop.
Just once, you've shown me your weakness. I'll take a key from you. Don't blink, little maggot. I'm watching you. I see you. Peekaboo.
Operation Murder. Ellery Queen is faced with the most difficult case in his career, and he is turning to you for help. After watching the 30-minute videotape, you'll have to determine who killed Abby Dorn.
Something about these power surges. This is a hospital after all. The whole North Wing.
Just get me more money, Jenny.
Operation Murder could be played with one player, and it actually sounds pretty cool.
Without Abby Dorn's money or support, you have nothing. Remember that.
Party Mania. Alright, all jokes aside, I need to read the box description because it's amazing. It's Saturday and the Keller twins are having a party. Absolutely everybody's going to be there. But you can't go unless you get all your chores done first. And you've got to do it all by 6 p.m. Your best friend Becky and Tanya, and those cute guys Max and Luke, are all on the videotape. They'll interrupt the game, talk to you as you play, and help you get to the party.
While your mother's out, Pumpkin, I'm going to be cutting the grass. So I need you to look after little Billy for me. Now make sure the little guy doesn't get into any trouble, okay?
Hello, Stephanie? I mean, Julia. What is your name?
Then, the big boys started to get involved. There was Star Trek: The Next Generation, a Klingon challenge. The players are put into a timed battle against a game master, in this case a rogue Klingon commander who has taken control of the Enterprise.
You look concerned.
Experience biche.
Experience biche.
Then there was Star Wars, the interactive video board game. Darth Vader himself serves as the game master.
I feel there are those among you who have already taken the first step towards the dark side of the Force. Yes, it is indicated by the first letter of your first names. Those of you whose first names begin with one of the letters of dark side, increase your dark side power by 1.
And the game takes place prior to the events of Return of the Jedi.
Take the data cards one by one until you have a key code card. Do you have one?
Some of these VCR board games had some amazing box designs, but the games, meh. There was Doorways to Horror. I mean, look at that box. The object of the game is to win gold by casting magic spells on some of the creepiest creatures that ever crept out of a crypt. A roll of the dice lets you quickly skip ahead of the videotape to your first Doorway to Horror. Then there was Doorway to Adventure, another amazing box design. The object is to bribe, ransom, and scheme your way to riches. Then there was a ton of sport VCR board games like basketball, golf, football, hockey, boxing, and then of course there were the movie and TV show tie-in VCR board games. Wayne's World VCR board game.
I am the answer to every babe's dream.
Not.
Players spin a spinner, then collect Babe and Hunk player pieces, a backstage pass, while answering Party On and pop quiz cards, and collecting Party Maker discs. But don't get caught with the mustard jar, or you cannot enter Party Central. Alright, look. I've seen Wayne's World a lot, and I still don't understand what I just said.
This has all been a dream sequence.
Oh no!
The Three Stooges. The Three Stooges game took an Uno approach, being a card game with the purpose of getting rid of all the cards and having the lowest score each round.
Get me off here!
WrestleMania VCR board game.
They're the biggest and baddest wrestlers in the entire world. And they're waiting to take you on in the ring. Or you can take them on with the Claims VCR WrestleMania game. So go ahead, jump into the ring. And with the VCR WrestleMania game, you can win.
Rich Little's Charades.
Let's play charades.
All right.
Okay,
here we go.
Started then, huh?
We're ready.
Go.
Here's the sign I use when I can't think of how to do a word or syllable directly.
And because it's the 80s and 90s, that means overdoing everything. So there was this nightmare fuel, Rap Rat.
I'm back! So stop rolling away. Okay, everybody, smile please, and say cheese!
Rap Rat, the host of this innovative, interactive video board game for 2 to 6 kids. Make up your color-coded puzzle first, then press stop to beat the Rap Rat. But if the cheese gets eaten, you all get beaten.
Give that dice a throw, make it fast, and you won't come last, cause you don't
What am I
wanna be
watching? Eventually, sales died, and with the creation of DVDs, VCR games disappeared from the gaming landscape. But for a brief moment in time, they excited and scared, and somewhat frustrated millions of people. And to be fair, I have to give the whole idea an A for effort. Some of the games were a cash grab, but others like Clue and Nightmare were well thought out. There was some passion behind making those games, and I can appreciate that. And that's probably why I still look back fondly on these games. Except the Rich Little game. So thank you for backpedaling with me. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm Tig, and you are...